First thing I reach for is a glass of warm water. It's almost like flipping a switch suddenly. I feel more awake and ready to move. But I can't pretend it's always easy. Sometimes I'm tempted to hit snooze, but having a little routine helps me stick to it.
That water trick sounds awesome. My thing is a quick stretch right after brushing my teeth. It's not a full workout, but it's enough to loosen up. Speaking of workouts, do you actually manage to exercise daily? Because I keep telling myself I will, but laziness creeps in.
Oh, you're not alone. I'm right there with you. Some mornings I just make excuses, but at least we're trying. Even small wins count. And having a simple plan for the day helps me avoid just rolling back into bed.
After the initial wake up and stretch, I'll admit I'm not always the best at making my bed. It's usually a pile of blankets until I remember to tidy up. Do you have any organization hacks that actually stick?
Making my bed right away is my little trick to feel like I've accomplished something before breakfast. It takes just 2 minutes, but it's a mini win. Then it's straight to the kitchen for morning tea. I can't start my day without it.
Tea is non-negotiable. Sometimes I mix it up with black coffee, but I always go back to tea. Right after, I plan my day in a little notebook. If I skip this, my thoughts are just scattered.
Writing things down sounds so productive. I need to try it because half the time, I forget what I was supposed to do. It's amazing how a simple routine in the morning can set the tone for everything else.
Breakfast for me is usually quick poha, toast, whatever's easy. But I've noticed that if I eat too heavy, I just want to nap right after. What's your go-to breakfast these days?
Lately, I've been on an oats with fruit kick. It feels light and healthy, and I actually stay more focused for work, and especially when I practice English. Food really makes a difference in how alert I am.
That's so true. If I eat oily stuff, I just zone out during English study. Sometimes, I'll play an English podcast over breakfast. Definitely not every day, but it makes the language feel more natural.
I love that idea. I haven't tried it yet, but why not make breakfast into a mini English lesson? Multitasking at its best.
Before the real workday starts, I always make a point of getting dressed even if I'm working from home. It's strange how just changing clothes can boost your confidence, don't you think?
Absolutely, even when no one's watching. And I sneak in a bit of English reading before I tackle emails. 10 minutes is enough to get my brain warmed up. Right now, I'm eyeing Atomic Habits because everyone says it's an easy read.
I'm reading that too. It's super motivating. And the language isn't complicated. I feel like even just a few pages in English every morning makes a difference over time.
Totally agree. The trick is keeping it simple and consistent, otherwise, it's just too easy to skip. Speaking of which, we should try to talk in English as much as possible, at least during these morning routines.
I'm all in. Little daily conversations like this are so much more effective than just memorizing grammar rules. So, when it comes to practicing English, my biggest hurdle is fluency. Sometimes the words are in my head, but they just refuse to come out quickly. Do you ever feel that too?
All the time. I catch myself translating from Hindi in my mind way too much. I really want to think directly in English, but my brain isn't there yet. Daily speaking, practice helps, but it's a slow process.
No kidding, just listening to English, even when I'm doing chores, kind of tricks my mind into thinking in the language. It's like slowly building a muscle.
That's exactly why I watch short English videos or vlogs. They're not overwhelming, and I pick up real-life expressions and pronunciation without feeling lost.
You're right. Perfection isn't the goal. It's all about showing up daily, even on days when it feels slow. You know what's funny? By lunchtime, my energy always crashes. I look forward to food just as much as I do to a break from work. What's your typical lunch? And do you sneak in any English practice while eating?
Lunch is usually something simple, dal and rice, nothing fancy. If I'm not too hungry, I'll watch a quick English story or vlog while eating. It feels like a brain snack along with the food.
I do the same. If I watch something in English, it feels less like studying and more like just enjoying the language. It's also a nice reset before diving back into work.
Exactly. And after lunch, the sleepiness hits hard sometimes. I wish I could just nap for an hour. But when I can't, a quick walk in some water does the trick.
Now, when the afternoon gets busy, do you ever find yourself multitasking with English? Like playing podcasts while doing basic work?
I do, especially when the task doesn't need too much brain power. Even if I don't catch every word, just hearing English helps me get used to the sounds and rhythms.
That's how I learned I was mispronouncing words for ages. Like, for the longest time, I said comfortable instead of comfortable. English is full of those little surprises.
It really is. But that's what makes it interesting. Every day there's something new to pick up, even from small things like background audio or a quick article during a break.
On the topic of breaks, what do you do to recharge? I try to stretch every hour and maybe read a quick paragraph in English. It feels productive without being stressful.
That's such a good habit. Sometimes I just scroll simple English news or lifestyle articles, and on longer breaks, I dive into my hobbies, like drawing. It relaxes me and gives my brain a breather.
I'm the same with music. Soft English songs are my go-to. They sneak new expressions into my vocabulary, like "I'm feeling blue," which I only learned from listening.
Exactly. Songs and hobbies make learning less of a chore and more of a natural part of life. Plus, they remind you that making mistakes is part of the fun.
Some days, I just feel stuck in my English journey like I'm moving in slow motion. Do you ever get those off days?
Trust me, I do. Some days are all confidence. Others I feel like I've forgotten everything. I found that tiny, consistent steps beat big, irregular efforts every time.
Couldn't agree more. I let go of perfection and focus on communicating clearly. It's a relief to remember even native speakers mess up sometimes.
Exactly. The real goal is to connect and express ourselves, not to sound flawless. Every day we practice, it gets a little bit easier.
Before we wrap up, I love doing little English activities to close the day. Like describing my day in 5 sentences, it forces me to use new words and keeps things fresh. Want to try?
Let's do it. It's actually fun to see how much we remember and how simply we can express ourselves. I'll go after you.
Awesome. And speaking of daily challenges, I've started doing a 10-minute mirror speaking session. At first, I felt super awkward, but now it's almost like talking to a friend.
I should give mirror speaking a shot. If it helps with confidence, it's worth those first few weird moments. English is just about using it, not being perfect.